DJ, we saw it yesterday. You were pretty visibly upset when Quandre got hurt. Just what was that moment like for all you on the field? How tough is that to see him go down with that injury?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, for me, it really hit home because he didn't have to play in that game. Like, we weren't going to the playoffs. Obviously, it's the last year of his contract. He's already had a Pro Bowl season. He's already put everything he had to put on tape. He literally went out there just for his brothers to not leave us out there and for the love of the game. And that's the risk that we take that most fans and people don't understand. Like, we really go out there and sacrifice our bodies. And for him to do that, you know what I'm saying, last game of his, the end of his contract, is just a testimony to him and his love for the game, but it's just unfortunate that that had to happen to such a good person.
Jen?
We've heard both Pete and Norton say that the defense needs to be able to start faster at the beginning of a season. What would have to happen for that to be the case next year?
I feel like the players, we have to, how do I explain it? We have to take control. Obviously, our defensive coordinator, Pete, they call the plays, but at the end of the day, the guys on the field have to get the job done. So for us, it's about us taking control, doing extra inside the defensive scheme that they give us, but doing more so as far as communicating, changing stuff. If we see the offense doing something in-game, changing plans and stuff, that's all on the players that people don't seem to understand. But we did that towards the end of the year, and that's why we played better.
Curtis?
Yeah, DJ, when you look back at this year for the cornerback spot, all the turnover you guys had at the position, the COVID hits to the group and everything like that, just kind of how proud are you of the way your group played as a whole, the progress you made throughout the season to perform the way you did with all the moving parts and everything that came and was thrown your way?
Yeah, I thought we adapted well just in training camp, the guys that we had, and playing in the season. We had basically a new roster at DB. Like, things changed, personnel changed. John brought different guys in, and they adapted quick. And, that's credit to my position coach, Andre Curtis and Shed. They did a good job just preparing us. Since I've been here, Andre Curtis, he's been a great mentor and coach for me, just as far as not really teaching me because I already knew how to play corner, but just giving me a foundation of what they want here and making it very clear what they want out of the corners as far as technique and everything. So he did a great job for me personally, and I feel like for the other guys as well.
Corbin?
Hey, DJ, you guys, after the first 3 or 4 games, did a much better job eliminating explosives in the passing game, and you guys played a lot more two-deep, middle-of-field open coverages this year. How much, from a corner's perspective, do you think that helped with taking away those explosives, and what other factors played into improving in that area?
Yeah, I think we started calling plays according to, like, the personnel out on the field, just with guys that could press, play man-to-man, like myself, Trey Brown. Started calling much more man, and that's why things started getting stickier. D-line, everybody started coming together, playing together, D-line, linebackers, corners. Things just got more stickier instead of playing loose zone type of, schemes. But we started playing man in more situations and being more aggressive and going for it.
2 more for you, DJ. Bob?
Yeah, DJ, just with being a free agent, what do you anticipate this offseason being like for you? Is that, do you kind of intend to get to free agency and hit the market and see what happens, or?
Yeah, I mean, I just talked to John, and we had a good conversation. Like, I definitely want to stay here, but, obviously the price has to be right. I'm going to go into free agency and basically, like, I'm not saying the highest bidder. I want to look at everything as far as organization, what type of scheme I'm going into, am I setting myself up for success, et cetera, et cetera. But for me personally, I love Seattle, so we'll see what happens.
Last one, Art.
DJ, back to Quandre. Can you share a bit of conversation you've had with him since the injury, and also what was the conversation among the defense to finish out the game after he left?
Yeah, so I hit him up, obviously, after the game, and it took him a while to respond. but he responded. He just said, "I love you. God has a plan for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about our plan. It's about God's plan." So for him to say that in the midst of what he been through is a testimony and a testament to who he is as a person and his true character. And he's just a different breed, man. I think guys don't understand the type of guy he is. Like, he jokes around and stuff, but he has a great relationship with God. And like that really showed me, like, through what he just went through, like, he's good. He's level-headed. He's doing fine mentally. So that's a testimony to him.
And the conversation you had among your teammates after he left?
Yeah, it wasn't really a conversation. It was really, you know, a lot of guys, everybody on the field was just, you know, tormented. It was devastating. A lot of guys were crying. It wasn't a huddle up or anything. Obviously we wanted to win the game, but it's just deeper than that. It's just, it's tough. It was just tough. Like, it was tough going back out there and playing a football game after that happened.
Thank you, DJ.